Welcome to the Sabir Show. This is the Sabir Show. Sabir. Knowledge over noise, let the truth unfold. Now this the Sabir Show. By law, history corrected, let the record be told. This is the Sabir Show. Know who you are. Status exposed, now the mind take control. Now this the Sabir Show. No debate. Express, pull lips to end. Welcome to the show where the record get read. Read the record where identity restored and the lies get dead. They talk color over culture, condition the head. Program status is the cage and the law's a thread. They called us black, but that label was applied. Not a nation, just a stamp on the commerce side. Paperwork before ships touched shore, before borders was drawn. Pre-1492, we had flags, seals, treaties, rights. We was born sovereign. More as a nation, not a shade of the skin. Nationality, you can't own the people, you can't legally pin facts. Ignorance enforces how empires survive. Troll, but knowledge itself keep the people alive. Know yourself, this ain't rebellion, it's the documents talking. Read it, footnotes, receipts, every step that I'm walking. Proof, so listen real close when the truth get displayed. No debate, go over drums, it's up to say the space. This is the Sabir Show, Sabir. Knowledge over noise, let the truth unfold. Now it's the Sabir Show, but by law, history corrected, let the record be told. This is the Sabir Show. Know who you are. Status exposed. Now the mind take control. This is the Sabir Show. No debate. Welcome to the Sabir Show. Say. Welcome to the Sabir Show. This is the Sabir Show. This is the Sabir Show. This is the Sabir Show. Knowledge over noise, let the truth unfold. This is the Sabir Show. Knowledge, it's the Sabir Show. By law, this is the Sabir Show. History corrected, let the record be told. This is the Sabir Show. Know who you are. Status exposed, now the mind to control. Status is the Sabir Show. Welcome to the show where the record get read. Read the record where identity restored and the lies get dead. They talk color over culture, condition the head. Program status is the cage and the law is the thread. By law, they call us black, but that label was applied. Not a nation, just a stamp on the commerce side. Paperwork before ships touched shore, before borders was drawn. Pre-Fort Line 2, we have flags, seals, treaties, rights. We was born sovereign. More is a nation, not a shade of the skin. Nationality, you can't own the people, you can't legally pin. Facts, ignorance enforced is how empires survive. Control knowledge itself, keep the people alive. Know yourself, this ain't rebellion, it's the documents talking. Read it, footnotes, receipts, every step that I'm walking. Proof, so listen real close when the truth get displayed. No debate, law over drums, welcome to the Sabir Show stage. Welcome to the Sabir Show. This is the Sabir Show.
What up? Brandy, you like the logos? I might make these into shirts, my sister Brandy. I might really make them into shirts. So listen, man. Yes, that's one. If you would like to get any of these, this would be a dope one too for a shirt. That'd be dope for a shirt too. So thank you, my sister Brandy. So listen, man. We're gonna have some fun, man. Let me tell you something before we start. I want to give a shout out to the brother Lorenzo. I was on live yesterday with a brother from Nigeria named Lorenzo, and it was a dope. I ain't get off that show until 3 o'clock in the morning. Listen, I don't go to TikTok shows, but I went to 3 shows yesterday just for kicks and giggles. I went on there, and one of the shows, the brother from Nigeria got mad at me. He got literally mad at me and kicked me off his show. Literally, no lie. He got mad at me and kicked me off the show. And then I get on another show. I'm sitting there waiting because I don't really go on nobody's show. It's not what I do. I don't go on there. But something said, Sabir, go on that show. Y'all have to understand, they don't want this type of conversation. They love the foolishness. So I'm on the show last night, and one of the brothers from Nigeria kicked me off and said, "You like that dude Tariq Nasheed?" I said, "Brother, I'm just telling y'all who Tariq Nasheed is. I can listen. I'm gonna give all y'all the opportunity to come right now. Everybody. So please share it out. Anybody who wants to smoke, I would love to smoke with you. But we're not going to sit on here and argue back and forth. You have to have an intelligent tone. You can't come on my feed yelling and screaming and talk about, you have to present some facts to me, okay? Does that make sense? If you come to this feed, you have to have some primary sources or secondary. So let me explain to y'all the difference. A primary source is that you was there. You were there in the present. The secondary sources would be similar to this. This goes for you Moors too, because y'all the ones that's confusing people also. So either, I'm just going to give y'all a few, because my whole couch got a whole bunch of stuff on it, y'all, so you got to deal with it. So when I say come, when I say come with some primary or secondary sources, this is what I mean. And I'm talking to you Moors also. Don't pull anything up online. And yes, again, I want all the smoke, bro. And I don't even smoke. So come with something like this. We'll move this to the side. And if you claim it to be pseudo, you have to do your research and prove that it's pseudo. You have to come with stuff like this. Let's move him to the side. Or you will have to come with something like this on all Arabs. Or you would have to come with something like this on Spanish Moriscos. Or you're going to have to come with something like this. Or this. Are you follow me? Is everybody good? Now watch how I make a nigga run. I'll make a nigga run. Or you're going to have something like this. And I got more. I can tilt the camera down. Okay, so just remember, I'm not running from you. I'm good at what I do. So shout out to my brother Alonzo again. And the reason why I said both people are ignorant is because a lot of them are not pulling up. And let me tell you something about this. The reason why Caribbean people and African people, right, are fighting one another, the reason why, and the European is sitting right there watching everything unfold. Bring all your best scholars to the cipher. And I want to give honor and respect to that young brother Lorenzo for even inviting me on that show. But I don't even go 3 hours on my show sometimes. It was 3 hours. And I think I got off this show like 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning, I got off that show. So shout out to my brother from Nigeria, my young brother from Nigeria. He's in Texas. What's y'all excuse? Because while we sitting up here fighting, this European is sucking up all the data. So if you want to fight, let's fight. And this is why I tell people I can't stop doing what I'm doing. I can't stop, because there's going to be one young person. Here's my book that I will touch. So do me a favor. And the reason why you don't see me on their shows, none of these so-called black scholar shows, is because their audience will come over to my audience. Okay? I'm not King Kong conscious. Okay? So the link is up. It's right there. Let's get this conversation sparked. Let's get this conversation started. Again, I'm just waking up. I was on that show until 3 o'clock in the morning. So let's get this conversation kicking, okay? Let's get this conversation popping. And again, remember what I said, present your facts if you come to this feed, baby, because I did a whole lot of fact showing yesterday. A whole lot of fact showing. So let's go.
They suspended the teacher. Yeah. Yo, Chris, what you doing out of school?
Yo, man, they just suspended me, McBoo.
Word, they suspended the teacher?
Yeah, man, I'm getting so sick of this, man. They teaching us about nothing, man. You know what the bottom line is for
Let's
black?
go.
Yo, Chris, what you doing out of
Let me
school?
say this. Nobody gives y'all real hip hop on no platforms. They don't give you no real hip hop and no real knowledge. And that's why I do this, because I do this for the young people.
Yo, man, they just suspended me, McBoo.
Word, they suspended the teacher?
Yeah, man, I'm getting so sick of this, man. They teaching us about nothing, man. You know what the bottom line is for black people out here? It's quite simple. You must learn.
Let's go. Turn up the volume. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Like I told you, you must learn.
Bring all your best. Share it out.
You must learn. It's calm yet wild the style that I speak. Just deal with facts and you will never get weak in the heart. In fact, you'll start to illuminate.
Yo, Chris, what you doing out of school?
Yo, man, they just suspended me, McBoo.
Word, they suspended the teacher?
Yeah, man, I'm getting so sick of this, man. They teaching us about nothing, man. You know what the bottom line is for black people out here? It's quite simple. You must learn.
We're not dealing with no facts, baby. Come on, y'all.
Like I told you must learn. You must learn. It's calm yet wild the style that I speak. Just deal with facts and you will never get weak in the heart. In fact, you'll start to illuminate knowledge to others in a song. Let me demonstrate the force of knowledge. Knowledge reigns supreme. The ignorant is ripped to smithereens. What do you mean?
You see that? The ignorance is stripped. Let's go back. Say it again, Chris.
Illuminate knowledge to others in a song. Let me demonstrate. Like I told you must learn. You must learn. It's calm yet wild the style that I speak. Just deal with facts and you will never get weak in the heart. In fact, you'll start to illuminate knowledge to others in a song. Let me demonstrate the force of knowledge. Knowledge reigns supreme. The ignorant is ripped to smithereens. What do you mean when you say I'm rebellious? Because I don't accept everything that you're telling us. What are you selling us? The creator dwelling us. I sit in your unknown class while you're failing us. I failed your class because I ain't with your reasoning. You're trying to make me you by seasoning up my mind with C. Jane Run. See John walking a hardcore New York. Come on now, that's like a chocolate cow. It doesn't exist, no way, no how. It seems to me that in a school this ebony, African history should be pumped up steadily, but it's not. And this has got to stop. See spot run, get spot. Insulting to a black mentality, a black way of life or a jet black family. So I include with one concern that you must learn. You must learn. Like I told you, you must learn. Like I told you must learn. Like I told you must learn. I believe that if you're teaching history, deal with straight up facts, no mystery. Teach the student what needs to be taught. Cause black and white kids both take shorts. When one doesn't know about the other one's culture, ignorance swoops down like a vulture. Cause you don't know that you ain't just a janitor. No one told you about Benjamin Banneker, a brilliant black man that invented the almanac. Can't you see what KRS is coming at? With Eli Whitney, Haile Selassie, Granville, about the other one's culture. Ignorance swoops down like a vulture. Cause you don't know that you ain't just a janitor. No one told you about Benjamin Banneker, a brilliant black man that invented the almanac. Can't you see what KRS is coming at? With Eli Whitney, Haile Selassie, Granville Woods made the walkie-talkie. Lewis Latimer improved on Edison. Charles Drew did a lot for medicine. Garrett Morgan made the traffic lights. Harriet Tubman freed the slaves at night. Madam C.J. Walker made the straightening comb. But you won't know this if you weren't shown. The point I'm getting at, it might be harsh, is we're just walking around brainwashed. See what I'm saying? It's not to diss a man. We need the 89 school system, one that caters to a black return, because you must learn.
Come on, y'all. We're just warming up, baby. I want all the smoke. All the smoke, baby. Bring the smoke to the site.
Like I told you must learn. 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 Your hands.
Ooh, y'all don't get this yet. Y'all don't get it? Oh, y'all don't want to get it. Okay, so listen, this is what we're gonna do. I know y'all scared because this is not the type of conversation that y'all want to have. That would have been a great content how to make Niger run. You know the funny part of it was the conversation yesterday. It was dope. It was really dope. And shout out to the young brothers that was on the feed. They knew nothing about none of this stuff. None of this stuff, bro. Like real rap. Hold on. Hold up. Give me 1 second, yo. I don't have a co-host, so where's my sister Brandy? Brandy, come on the feed with me for a minute. Because I'm multitasking. I'm just waking up, so y'all gotta bear with me. So yesterday, well, this morning, I was on a show with a brother from Nigeria. And man, that conversation was so dope yesterday. Where's my book at? That conversation was so dope with him and the rest of the people who knew nothing. I'm going through some books right now, so I'm by myself. See, this is what happens when you try to multitask things and try to wake people up at the same time. And this is a hell of a job with no pay. But if y'all would like to support what I'm doing, you definitely can support what I'm doing. Okay? Y'all definitely can throw something in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually going to go back overseas early in September. I'm out. Just got my tickets. So I'll be overseas in September. Okay? I'll be back in Morocco and Spain and doing some more filming. And I might do some type of GoFundMe type of thing. I don't know, man. I got it. Sheesh. So if you would like to support what I'm doing, you can go to Zelle, PayPal, Chime, Apple Pay, and Cash App. People come on my feed and ask me a billion goddamn questions. So again, I want to shout out to the young brother. Oh, Baby Cut, what up? So Baby Cut was on there too yesterday. Shout out to the brother, man. So yesterday, that conversation was so like dope that, you know, that was my first time really on somebody's TikTok, because I don't go on TikTok at all. I don't do TikTok because TikTok is, you can't show certain things, you can't talk about certain things, but they'll get rid of you. Okay? Straight up. They'll definitely get rid of you. So I pay for StreamYard, people. So StreamYard, there's packages on StreamYard. So I pay $89 a month on StreamYard. Okay. Can we give a suggestion about donations? You can do what you got to do. But did you donate? People say, can we give suggestions? Everybody got a suggestion. How did you donate? Did you donate? I got to run real quick, but let's see if you donate. Okay? You do a whole lot of this. You on my show every day. My sister Brandy is good at what she does, but did you donate to the show? Everybody, oh, Sabir, you should do it this way. Oh, Sabir, you should do it that way. Oh, Sabir, can you get a suggestion on it? How about you donate? You definitely can do that. Okay, so let me help you out. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do this, because I'm by myself right now, so y'all gotta rock with me. I don't have nobody on here. All right. So just bear with me. All right. Everybody always got a suggestion about what you should do and how you should do you. How about you do it first? You know, when I go out, I do stuff by myself first and foremost. Okay? I put myself on the line for a lot of people. So I'm trying to find something that you can help also. So bear with me. And if my brothers that was on the TikTok yesterday, could you come to the feed if you want to come to the feed? Because there was a lot of questions being asked yesterday. There was a lot. So what you can do, family, while I go pick up another book. Hold up. When I go pick up another book, I want you to go here. You be the first one. How about that part? Be the first one, right, to go there. All right. If you want to support, I'll be right back because I get the job done. Share it out. I'll be right back. You be the first one.
Hey, yo, Teddy. Yo. I ran into that young lady Maria last night. Word. Must have been her husband's payday. But she brought me to see a brand new diamond ring that you see me with on. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Why? If I get the job done, I'll work. I'll work. I'll work.
Oops, what happened? Hold up. What happened? Oh, see, technical difficulty when you by yourself, baby. Yo, what is going on?
Hey, yo, Teddy. Yo. I ran into that young lady Maria last night. Word. Must have been her husband's payday. But she brought me to see a brand new diamond ring that she see me with on. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Why? If I get the job done, I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. Baby, I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. Baby, the question at hand is how do I love thee? I count the ways where girls don't shove me. One by one, you can come and caress me, undress and molest me, but you can't possess me. Because I love a young lady that's beautiful, but one that's smart for me is more suitable. In other words, to make it simple and plain, you gotta have a brain in order to be this pain. But in the case of not becoming my lady, I take them 8 to 80, dumb, cripple, and crazy. Crisp and clean with no caffeine and a pair of spandex or either tight jeans. Preferably the ones with the Chinese cut, but I'll take them with the weave hanging down to their butts. And if you step up in a large sum, like Martin Luther King, I should overcome. Get the job done. I'll work. I'll work on it. I'll job done. I'll work. Baby, I'll job done. I'll work. I'll job done. I'll work. Baby. Some of your ladies make moves too quick and settle down without having a large kick. Rushed into becoming some couple's wife, and no longer do you enjoy the married life. Well, I'll let you know this is a brand new year, so never fear. The Big Daddy is here to do things in places your husband wouldn't, and do certain things he probably just couldn't. Let me sneak into your life like a thief in the night. Lick your body all over and squeeze you real tight. Nibble all over your hand, give your back a massage. You'll say, ooh, I like it just like the barge. Smooth the mile, I'll make you smile. Honey child, and hit the lights and get buck wild. And when I turn them back on, you'll have to say like Calgon, please take me away. So when your main course is doing nothing for you, just look at me as a tasty side order. They came into your life and brought a thrill, cause any husband who won't, I'm a neighbor who will. Get the job done. I'll work. I get the job done. I'll work. Baby, I get the job done. I'll work. I get the job done. I'll work. Take it to the bridge. I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. I'll work.
That's Big Daddy King. So the thing is, people, again, man, I pulled out a lot of books, and this is what I do every single day. I will pull out books on top of books on top of books, and gotta argue with the most ignorantest people on platforms. So again, I want to give a shout out to my Nigerian brothers who came on the feed on TikTok yesterday, and it was a dope conversation. But we gotta fix this problem, bro. Ignorance is real. Ignorance is on an all-time high, and I just don't have the time to be dealing with it. But I'd rather just teach the people. That's it. Like when I was on that show yesterday, and again, I'm asking everybody to come to the feed. I don't know why people are so quiet. Now I'm the only one that literally would bring on you rather you disagree or agree with me. I'm always the one that will bring you on the feed. I don't scan people's comments and say I'm not going to bring that person. I'll bring you on, but you have to present some facts to me. You have to present some evidence to me, not you yelling and telling me what you heard on somebody's show. And I said this yesterday. Everyone's culture is totally different. I explained to the brother, I'm from Philly. Philly's culture is different than California. I live in California. Everybody's culture is different. Everybody's not the same as far as culturally wise. And I said to the brother, what is black culture? There is no black culture. And I explained to him, and I'm going to explain to y'all again. And again, I want all the smoke. Bring it. What is black culture? I'm asking. Why is it so quiet on here? Maybe I need to wait and go on these other brother shows and teach these people, because I got the wrong audience over here for some reason. Y'all scared to death. No, and this is the thing about it. No question is a dumb question. None. None. The thing is that y'all are a bunch of scary ass people. And the one thing I want to say about even with foundational Black Americans, the one group of people that you don't want to go up against is these Jews and these so-called white people. Y'all don't go up against none of them. None of these Jews or these so-called white people. Why? Because you're afraid of losing something. And let me explain to y'all this. The reason why most people who may come from, and I can't speak for them. If you from the Caribbean, please come to the feed. If you from Africa, please come to the feed. The reason why most people in other countries don't speak up or speak out is because they're going to easily get deported. Okay? Now, black people will say, well, they can't deport us. No, they just lock your ass up. You don't get it yet? You're the undesirables. You black people in the United States, you're the undesirables. Real rap. I told you, bring it. See, this is the crazy part. It's a bad mistake to put me on anybody's platform. It's a very bad mistake to put me on somebody's platform. Because what I'm going to do is educate everybody that comes. Everybody come to the platform. Straight up. So if you try me, you better research me like I tell everybody. Research the hell out of Sabir. Give me some primary sources and some secondary sources, because I am a subject matter expert. I don't care how you feel, what you feel. Bring all your feelings to the show. So when I say, if you come to this show, you get edutainment. Edutainment. I had channels suspended. I had channels, got rid of my channels, my main channel. So let's go. But present some facts. I know you'd probably never even seen majority of these books. I guarantee you, y'all probably never saw this. But everybody's speaking about the Moors. You get everybody talking about the Moors, but you don't show nothing pertaining to the Moors. There's a conversation on a brother's show that he got mad. He said the Moors was just from North Africa. No, they were not. No, they were not just from North Africa. That's a fact. They were not just from North Africa. And I'm going to prove my point. Are y'all ready? So most Africans come here and is not going to talk to you because they're going to get deported. So let me ask y'all a question before I start this. Where is Guinea? What part of Africa is Guinea in? Come on, y'all. Come on. What part of Guinea, what part of Africa is Guinea from? Is it North Africa, East Africa, West Africa? What part? Damn, I just pulled my books out for nothing. None of these cats pulled none of these books out. They just get on this feed and tell y'all everything. Well, you know, we foundational Black Americans, and I'm going to tell you, they coming to take our jobs, and niggas will be like, yo, bro, that's what's up. We're going to get on this bandwagon, nigga. What part of Africa Guinea's from? Where's Guinea at? Y'all gonna make me play some more music again because it's like it's dead as hell on here. What y'all scared to come on the feed? Y'all scared to type it? Y'all thinking? Y'all need to share these videos out, man, because I'm y'all pathetic, bro. This is not the hooping and the hollering. I'm asking y'all, what part of Africa? You can talk to me. Y'all can come on my. Where's my brother? Hold up. Where's my brother at? Let me see my brother, baby kid, when he come on. Let's see. West Africa, right? You see, this is why I said Black people in the United States love to be deaf, dumb, and blind. And they already prepared everything already. If you read this book, I swear you will understand everything that is happening. Woo, hacking the American mind. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Hack their mind. Think about it. It talks about Snapchat. It talks about TikTok. Hold up. What did the guy, what's his name? Netanyahu say? Is it Netanyahu? Yeah, him. Remember what he said? Y'all don't remember that conversation he had in the room with Netanyahu said? While we on social media beefing, fighting one another, Netanyahu said what? He said control TikTok. And that's what he said. Y'all don't remember that? You don't remember Netanyahu said amongst all these white people or these Jewish people? He said control TikTok. Look what's on TikTok right now. Look what's on Clubhouse right now. None of them from TikTok to Clubhouse is showing no evidence. None of them. And y'all falling for it. Arguing. Africans don't like us. Caribbeans don't like us. Foundational Black Americans don't like us. Yeah, brother, I'm going to tell you. Nigga, y'all crazy in the belly. So, West Africa, right? What if I showed you some proof? What if I showed you proof? What's up, Jarrell? What if I showed y'all some
what
proof?
up? Peace.
This is the dumbest thing ever, brother. And this is why you just sometimes you have to let Black people drown, bro. But you got to save these young cats because yesterday, that conversation with them young brothers, they was like, let me tell you something, brother. I was trying to get you to get on it yesterday, but he said, imagine if we had the right information. This is what the brother said from Nigeria. One of the brothers, I think he's in Atlanta. And he said, the other one was in Texas. But he said, if we had the right knowledge, he asked me this question. And if you go back and find that brother Lorenzo's TikTok, he was a Christian too. I didn't beat him up about Christianity, but he was a Christian. But the wild part was, he said, where are all the elders and all the celebrities telling the truth? This is what they were saying. This is literally what they're saying. And me, I'm up till 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. Like I was on it. It had to be 3 hours. Literally 3 hours I was on it. So every question and everything that I was showing them, this is what they were doing. They were taking snapshots of every book that I put up. My couch, I didn't even clean the couch until this morning. And I literally just put more books on this couch. So as we were talking yesterday, he was saying, where's all the elders and where's all the celebrities speaking on this? See, people think this is easy when I'm getting on. When I get off here, bro, if I can probably pan down to show you just the couch. Let me see if I can do this. Do you see this, bro?
Man, whole library out.
Let's go. The whole library, right? That's not even a whole library. Do you see this, bro? Do you see what I do? See, y'all don't see what I have to put back every single day. Every day, I'm putting stuff back like that. Every day, I'm putting stuff back like that. And people think it's easy. No, bro, this is very hard with no pay. So this is the thing. Hold on, let me fix my light. And this is where the frustration comes in at, because I show what I'm talking about. I don't tell you anything. I'm showing you all of these books, and the books that was on here yesterday. Oh, you ain't see the rest of them. It was more than that. So the books that was on the couch yesterday, because every time we were talking, I was grabbing a book and putting it up and saying, "Look, this is what it is." And the brothers was taking pictures of all of it. We even talked about Irish, because he said he lived in Ireland. The brother from Nigeria. There is a connection between Nigeria and Ireland too. And then I pulled out Ancient Modern Brits by David McRitchie. All these things I pulled out. But this is West Africa right here. No, it was a random show, brother. It was random. It was like I just happened to be on, and I was going through different people's shows, and I was like, yo, let me tap into this show right here. But it was 3 hours long, brother. And again, hold on a sec. I gotta take this, man. I gotta deal with something with my son, mom, man. So let me run through this real fast, y'all. I need y'all to do me a favor, support, donate something. I gotta deal with some stuff, Joe. Bear with me. But I gotta switch some stuff around. So Jarrell, could you do me a in fact? I'm gonna play John Henry Clark before I do this, because I gotta take care of something. All right. On the Gulf of Guinea, the Negro slave replaced the Moor slave. Guinea is West Africa. All right. Let me take you to Claremont real fast, and I'm gonna play John Henry Clark. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. This is in Claremont, and I told the brother about Claremont. I was in Claremont. They keep saying the Moors was just from North Africa. Where did y'all get that information from? Where's all these people at? Where's all these so-called black Africans, whatever you want to call your foundational black? Where are they at showing you this? So this is in Claremont out here in California. I went up to the university, well, the college rather. The Moors of West Africa. Where is any of these black people that you follow on any kind of platform showing you this? Where? That's in Claremont, bro. That's not Sabir Bay. You see what that says? So why they keep saying, oh, the Moors is just in North Africa? I've been to North Africa. I'll be back there in September. Early September, I'll be back there. Where? Let's pull up a little bit more. Now, let me show you the books, which they love to say stuff is pseudo, but you can't debunk anything about being pseudo. Okay? This is the book that it's from. If you don't have these books, shut the hell up and go sit down somewhere or go purchase the books. From 1961, from 1960, 1963. This is called the African Journals. How many times I got to keep showing y'all this, man? And arguing with ignorant people. This is the craziest thing ever, bro. And then here, it'll tell you the history of who the Moors are. Right there. Where are any of these people, brother, showing them any of this? But you want to argue with me. And we arguing back and forth. Oh my God, well, the Moors did this and the Moors did that and the Moors did this and the Moors did that. None of them are showing you this. This is the sad part, brother. Seriously. Man, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of dealing with our people, bro. I sat back after I got off that show. I felt good. But at the same time, I was like, man, I'm leaving niggas alone, bro. I'm leaving them alone. I'm just going to take and do my travel videos, bro. Seriously. They don't even know who this man is. Ignorance leads to fear, right? And fear leads to hate. And hate leads to violence. This is what is going on, bro. And even though these Negroes are not violent, they'll be violent towards each other, but you're not violent towards this Jew, and you're not violent towards this European. None of these foundational black Americans are violent to none of these Jews and none of these black people. That's factual. Yep. You never see them go up in a courtroom, challenge nobody, fight none of it. They'll go to the white man. I don't run to the white man for nothing. Never did. But let's educate the masses of the people. It's the ignorance that leads to fear. Let's find out who this man is. Let's show you who he is. How many of y'all on his feet ever even heard of Averroes? How many heard of Averroes? Come on, y'all, talk to me. Where we at? You see what I'm saying? So let's go to Averroes real fast. This is Averroes. That's in Cordoba, Spain. You follow me? But we don't want to have this conversation because we want to live and deal with ignorance, bro. That's Averroes. We should be questioning and asking about these things. Think of my brother O was on there yesterday. Oh, come to the YouTube for a minute, brother. No, come on TikTok. Hit the TikTok if you can, bro. That's Averroes. So Averroes' quote was here. This is him talking about it. So when you go to these places, you really, really see what's going on. What's up, D?
Hey, how you doing, Sabir?
Nothing, just trying to maintain, brother. Trying to maintain, brother. I was on this show with these young brothers yesterday, man, and it was beautiful, brother. It was, these brothers was like, where are the people teaching this at? This is what the brothers asked me yesterday. And I again, man, you know, hold on. A second, bro. I'm texting, bro. What's up? How you feeling, man?
Oh, man, yeah, I'm fine.
You know, but when I was on his show and I told him I'll come back on his show again and do his show again. But this is what it is. This is Averroes. And I stayed at his hotel when I was in Spain too. Now this is in Barcelona University. That's Averroes. What person do you know go to another country and sit inside a university, period? What person goes to another country and sit in a university, suck up all its knowledge? And I showed the brothers when I was there how I'm sitting in these universities. Not like Tariq Nasheed in Tokyo, talking about, yeah, man, this is the cleanest city ever, brother. The cleanest city ever. No, I'm going to get this information and I'm bringing it back to you. That's in Barcelona University. The other one was in Cordoba. So when you understand him and what Averroes was talking about, ignorance leads to fear, fear leads to hate. That's in Cordoba. But I was listening to a video late last night after I got off that show. And I was listening to John Henry Clark. Have y'all ever really listened to John Henry Clark's lectures? Have y'all ever listened to John Henry Clark lectures? I was blessed to meet that man. But let me see if I can find his book. How many people ever sat and listened to John Henry Clark? Right? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna play a video and hopefully it don't skip and don't mess up and don't mess up the feed. I'm listening to this video and John Henry Clark said this, I believe, in 1982, I think it was. But let me let y'all hear this real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna cue this thing up. He made so much sense in this video. Give me 1 minute. Who betrayed you?
I say that proudly. I don't pass by that lightly. I, along with almost 1,000 people from the diaspora,
to deal, but we don't differ as there's a lot to do tonight.
Now, this is what scholarship is about, baby.
This is scholarship. This is scholarship.
There's a lot to do tonight, and we want to have some discussion. So after the lecture, maybe a stretch, I'll be right back into the discussion with you and let you ask as many questions as time will permit. And remember, until there's a dialogue between you and the lecturer, you haven't had a lecture. And if the lecturer doesn't encourage a dialogue, that means you don't encourage difference. It is through understanding the nature of our difference that we grow. Because we discover that we don't differ as much as we think we do. All right, this series is important to me and important, and I've tried to make it important to you. Because there is a need to deal with why there are so many African people outside of Africa. There is a need to understand what happened to African people outside of Africa and understand the contradictions of the African presence in the Caribbean islands and in the United States and in South America. Because the African presence was the motor force that set these nations in motion. And of all of the cultural groups brought to the New World through force or voluntarily, the African group brought the greatest diversity of culture and history. And this is why it became necessary to almost immediately declare war on the concept that the African people had a history and had a culture. All right. The preface to African history in the Americas is an understanding of the hungry need of Europe. I won't dwell on this very often, but I'll be coming back to it because we are still in a bind, a mental bind, because we were made into a new people in the so-called New World. It wasn't new. Now, I'm going to tell an old story that I've told many times, yet it bears retelling. When I came to New York, avid reader, mostly other people's books, and having the fortunate circumstances of working for white people who had good libraries, and they never seemed to read books, so they never seemed to miss them when I took them home. So having read their books, and because I came from a group in the school from what the sociologists call the subculture, and there's no such thing, but the extreme poor. And I was the exception because I was extreme poor and brilliant in the classroom. Now, because of the color gradation, these are things we don't talk about, but we should sooner or later. Within the school, generally, The kids whose complexion was more related to that of the master got the privileges. And finally, a 5th grade teacher changed the pecking order. She said, no matter what color, who gets his lessons best gets the privileges. And she changed the whole assembly arrangement. And so therefore, now the dark-skinned kids had captured the assembly. And I was the leader of what we called then the Black Brigade. So intending to outdo those middle-class kids, little freaks who wore shoes all the year round and ate 3 meals a day, you know. I decided that I would do something exceptional in the assembly. I would lecture on the African and ancient history. So I go to this white man who's got a good library that I have been borrowing from for quite some time, and asked for a book on the African and ancient history. And the phraseology of the South of that day, when a white person is not brutal to you, is when he's kind, so he let me down slow. He told me, I'm sorry, John, you came for people that have no history. Then I began to search for history, but this is the main point I'm leading to, is that when I came to New York and met Arthur Schomburg and wanted to know the whole history of my people, I was a teenager then, so teenagers do things like this. On his lunch hour, henceforth within the hour, I want to know it all. Tell me the whole story.
Now I'm gonna stop this for 1 second as I'm doing this, people. And I want y'all to pay attention. This is a whole history lesson, so please share it out. I was blessed to meet John Henry Clark a couple of times when he was alive. That's a blessing. But it was Europe that didn't have no history. Y'all don't get it? This is what John Henry Clark was talking about. When you read so much, not the internet, but when you read a lot, it starts messing with your eyes. And that's what's happening with me. It's really messing with my eyes because I'm up. God knows, cross-referencing everything and traveling. So this is Europe. They had no history, B. Europeans had no history. They're not white people. They're not white people. They're Europeans, Irish. Well, then again, we're the original Irish. Okay? French, these different people. So John Henry Clark did this in 1982, I think it was, 82, 83. Let's go back. Listen again.
So he patiently told me to sit down. And he said, son, go study the history of your masters. What you call black history.
Let's go back.
What you call African history.
Let's go back.
History are the missing pages of history of my people. I was a teenager then, so teenagers do things like this. On his lunch hour, henceforth within the hour, I want to know it all. Tell me the whole story. And so he patiently told me to sit down. And he said, son, go study the history of your masters. What you call black history, what you call African history, are the missing pages of world history.
Woo! Say it again.
Now, because I've now begun to study European history, I began to understand how African history was misplaced in the history of the world. And the one thing that I learned repeatedly, you cannot oppress a historical people. And once a people understand the nature of their role in history, they will not permit themselves to be oppressed.
Yep.
In order to oppress you, people must remove you from the respectful commentary of history. They must destroy your confidence and historical memory. The memory of what you was, so that you can be confused about what you are and more confused about what you still must be and where you still must go. In essence, this is what happened to us in the 15th and the 16th century. All right. Now, because I've given a course on Africa, I'm not going to dwell on this, but the essential...
Again, I'm going to keep pausing this so y'all can understand the type of person that Sabir truly is. Y'all ready? This is what I do. Prehistoric nations. What person you know literally are showing you this stuff? You got to read this stuff, but you got to live this stuff. Do you understand what it takes to do this, man? I've learned from them scholars. I've learned from them. This man is gone. He's been gone for a minute, but it's been a blessing just to even meet this man. Nobody's showing y'all these books. They're not showing you this, bro, because once you understand real history, you wouldn't even get involved in none of these. And this is why a lot of these so-called black people that you see on these panels, they don't want Sabir in the room, because everything is in my mental Rolodex. I could be in an airport, brother, and drop something on somebody in the airport. Trust me. Let's go. I've been doing this for over 25 years, B. I'm not new to this information. Let's go.
To Africans being in the so-called New World, what the needs of Europe.
Stop. Once again, did you hear what he said? I'm going to show you this again. Everything this man is talking about. We were definitely here before the European got here. I can go down the line. We was here before them, but not as black people. They were Moors that was here. Moors, not black people. Let's go again. Y'all getting this yet? Let's go.
Europe had exhausted itself. It had come out of the Middle Ages, of the Dark Ages. The lethargy was disappearing. They had partly recovered from the Crusades. They had lost 1/3 of that population through famines and plagues.
Stop. You ready again? This sound wild, right? He said what, D? What, Jarrell? He said through what? The Crusades? They're not teaching you about who the Crusades is in these schools, are they?
Oh, no.
Oh, they're not going to show you who the Crusades. What are they with? They're not telling you about this. So you understand, this is not Wikipedia or AI research, B. I've been to these places. I've been to the Inquisition places in Spain. I could tell you about the Crusades. Come on. Let's go. Y'all think it's a game with me? I know about all this stuff that they're telling people while y'all sit here and let dudes just tell you anything they want to tell you. But they don't show you not near a book or any of this. So I'm open and I'm game every single day. I'm showing people on TikTok right now. And when you study the whole Crusades, it was with the Muslims, the Moors. You just don't know the history, family. Let's move forward.
They start looking for routes to the east.
Listen to this.
Someplace where they could get some spices and sweets to put on that gosh darn awful European food so they can eat it.
Tell them again, Henry.
All right. The Africans, the Arabs and the Berbers were controlling the Mediterranean and had blocked their passage to the greatest trading body of water in the world, the Mediterranean Sea. On the borders of that sea, world trade began.
Okay.
Hannibal passed across.
Did you get it? Did you get what he said? I was in Carthage. Did y'all get what he said? Let's go back one more time. Let's go back to what he said. So who are the Berbers? I'm asking y'all these questions. Who's the Berbers? Who are the Berbers? Y'all don't know? Let me help y'all out. They really call Amazigh. Berbers. Where do you think the term? Where do you think Conan the Barbarian come from? Who was Conan? Look up. Remember Wilt Chamberlain played in that movie too.
Yeah.
Remember? What was his name in that movie? Go find out what Wilt Chamberlain's name was in that movie, Conan the Barbarian. These are the Berbers, right? They're the Berbers. So when you go back and watch it, Arnold Schwarzenegger's name means swarthy nigger. Swarthy nigger. Schwarzenegger. Swarthy nigger. You don't get it? I know. I went to Carthage. I stayed in Carthage. I went where Hannibal was at. So you don't know the history because it's not being told to you. But listen, I'm going to show you something else. Before we go back to John Henry Clark, these are the things you're not being taught in your university. But let's go and find out who he's talking about. Here you go. Did I send this to you, D? It's 33 pages. The Wars of Barbary Pirates. We were the original pirates.
I think so. I'm not.
I'll send it to
somewhere.
I'll send
You
it
send
to
me
you.
somewhere. Okay.
Don't worry about it. I got you. So when you study the history about the Berbers, I was there. I was in the Atlas Mountains. All of these things is not, you don't see me pulling nothing up on Wikipedia, nothing up on AI. I'm going into the history, babe, because that's the difference between scholarship and scrollership. Scholarship and scrollership. I've been in these countries. So once you understand who the Berbers are, because they're you. They're you, bruh. I'm telling you, this is why none of these cats want to sit in the room with me. Brother has a book for every subject. Yes, I do. No doubt. And this is what these conscious cats are afraid of. It's not because I don't know what I'm talking about. They don't want this type of conversation to you, because if you was to come over here, because I don't get paid off of Super Chat, AdSense, and Cash Apps. Super Chats and AdSense, because it ain't making sense. So let's go back to the great John Henry Clark.
They start looking for routes to the east.
We would kidnap their ships. We would take them, kidnap them, and hold them for ransom. That's what we would do. We would hold these cats for ransom.
Someplace where they could get some spices and sweets to put on that gosh darn awful European food so they can eat it. All right. The Africans, the Arabs and the Berbers were controlling the Mediterranean and had blocked their passage to the greatest trading body of water in the world, the Mediterranean Sea. On the borders of that sea, world trade began. Hannibal passed across. The people came through the front door of Egypt across that body of water. The amalgams from Asia came across that body of water. A process of domination that still exists started from across that body of water, and that is the physical bastardization of a people, followed by the mental bastardization of a people, making them confused about who they are and what their culture consisted of. All right, the Africans had preserved the sciences of Europe and the world at a university in Spain called Salamanca. The Europeans got that information, especially maritime information taken from China, expanded on it, got a catch of maps made by Jewish gold dealers, because they were they had a monopoly on the gold in inner Africa and in the Mediterranean. Now, Europe is seeing the outer world. She's still heading for Asia. But on her way to Asia, Africa was discovered en route. The initial intention was not Africa. And they had no slavery intent toward African people at first. Now, discovering Africa, its gold, They were still reluctant because they had come down the coast of West Africa looking for an African emperor named Prester John, who was a Christian, hoping to recruit him to help them against the so-called infidel Arabs who in Africa who had been blocking, the Muslim Africans who had been blocking their route in the Mediterranean. They wanted to once more gain control of the greatest body of water for trade in the world, the Mediterranean Sea. After the decline of Rome, who made a disgrace out of the management of Christianity, Europeans had not controlled that sea. Christianity as a religion, because the Europeans adopted it, Europeanized it, became alien to the Africans who invented it and had it thousands of years before Christ. Now the European is coming out of his bind. He has no sentimental attachment to himself. He has no sentimental attachment to the rest of the world. He is hiding behind the cloak of Christianity, though he was not a Christian then, and he is not a Christian now, and he is mentally and totally incapable of being one.
Stop. See, this is what y'all don't understand about history. So when people try me, you better research me. Let me tell you something. I was in Spain. I stay in Spain. I'm actually ready to go back. Do you know that the Europeans will come and sit at the feet of your ancient ancestors, the Moors? This is a fact. This is not Sabir Bey's opinion. This is literally a fact. A fact. And that's not the only university they went to. Do you know the oldest university in the world is by a Muslim sister? They don't teach that in Howard, but y'all, what you pushing your children into Howard? The oldest university in the world was not, and they say it was Timbuktu, even though the Moors built that one too. And people will argue with you and say, well, we're not Moors. Prove to me that we're not Moors. Give me some facts, right? That we're not the people or the Moors that you keep talking about. Where's their facts at? They can't prove it. They'll pull up something online and try to tell you that. But let me see if I can find something real fast for you. When I was at the oldest university in the world, and it's by a Muslim sister, you can do your research on it, or you can purchase the book I did when I came back. So if you did your research on this, you will find out that that's the oldest university in the world. So when I sat, and that's pictures of me inside these universities in Spain. That's the book I tell everybody to get. Told you, get it. Or you can have me come speak on it, and I can tell you the whole history. So the problem is, the reason why you don't see me again on somebody's show, my brother, is because they petrified that I'm gonna pull this information up with some facts. That's what they're afraid of, because I'm gonna bring the facts to the cipher. So when I was there at the oldest university, I've been there quite a few times. Y'all can like do your research on it, send it out to one of your scholars and see if they want to debunk it. Right? When I was there, you got to be a Muslim to go inside there also, for the record. You just can't, anyone just can't walk in there. You know, it's in Fez, Morocco. Right? So while I was there, which is right here, give me 1 second. That's me outside. Right there. That's me. You will probably never even walk inside this place. Never walk inside there. Because you know why? Most of these cats wouldn't even go inside this particular area. They'd be petrified to go there. Because it's not safe. Okay? So, I'm trying to find something else. And this is the other one this is older than that. And I'm going to punch this one in too, my brother D. That's called Zaytuna. That's in Tunis. That's Zaytuna. Now I'm going to punch in Zaytuna so y'all can do your research. They have a Zaytuna out here in California now. Give me 1 second. It's called the University of Zaytuna. Now, when you look it up, you're going to see exactly where you see me standing at. That's in Tunis in North Africa. So I don't know how these dudes think that North Africa is not Africa, but this is the kicker. You ready? They'll say they were Arabs. But you ask them, what does an Arab look like? Where's my TV Arabs at? Do I have my TV Arabs over here? Give me 1 second. I got to pull up my TV Arabs. Give me 1 minute, okay? But bear with me. So I was there in the University of El Katawin. Now, if you would like to purchase this lesson book, y'all can email me at Sabir Bay Radio. And a French Pope went to that university. So imagine me on somebody's show going in on this. Oh, damn, that's trouble. But give me 1 second. Let's go back to my brother, John Henry Clark. Let's pull him back up one more time. And we're going to get into this whole Arab thing. So somebody better go get Umar Johnson too right now. Somebody go at Umar Johnson real quick. Tell him, let's sit down and have a talk. Oops, I forgot. Umar said, don't bring Sabir Bay on. That's what Umar tell people.
Now, in East Africa, the Arabs have already disgraced Islam. They had started a slave trade 600 years before the Europeans. And this slave trade, after they lost Spain, preying on nations in Africa, had drained Africa of so much time and energy and resources and organization, the Africans now could not mount an offense against Europe. Now we see the enemies that the Arabs that we had installed in Spain and the Mediterranean, because the military arm was African, turning on us. Now this is bigger than my skimpy explanation, because every ally we ever had has turned on us when it was his or her convenient to do so, left or right, and there is no exception. Now the Arabs have turned on the Africans, moved down from North Africa and destroyed the great nation states in inner Africa. Now they would increase the slave trade along the coast of West Africa, the Portuguese and the Spaniards. Africa is in a bind now. East Africa is controlled by Arab slave traders. North Africa is controlled by Africans and Arabs returning from the conquest of Spain now that they've lost Spain. West Africa is arguing among themselves because they can't settle their family dispute. They will make a mistake by inviting the Portuguese to arbitrate their family dispute. Now, I've said this before. If you didn't learn anything from Godfather 1 and 2,
listen,
you never, absolutely never invite an outsider to settle a family dispute.
Did y'all hear what he said? Did you hear what he said, Brother Dick? Y'all allowed Tariq Nasheed to come in. He's an outsider to all of this. Tariq Nasheed is an outsider, bro. So rather, they won't come themselves. They're not going to come themselves. But what they would do is they would send one of our own people in. And this is why I told y'all to read that book called What Happened. What Happened? The book's called What Happened. So they use the Christian church to actually do their bidding. They use the Christian church. So you don't want a guy like Sabir Bay in the room, because Sabir Bay is going to expose this. So I'm going to explain some things to y'all. So I'm going to ask y'all this question on this feed. How many of y'all ever heard of the Mandine Charter? How many of y'all on this feed, on these platforms from TikTok to YouTube, how many of y'all heard of the Mandine Charter? Raise your hand. I don't know what that is. How many of you black scholars ever brought up the Mandine Charter? Anybody? Let me show you what it is before we go back to John Henry Clark. I'll give y'all time to read it, okay? See, this is why I don't get on people's show, right? Because you're going to have to show people all of this. And don't take sides with nobody. I'm looking for something, so bear with me. I know I just had that book. All right. So, the book is called Kuma Malinke. The book is called the Kuma Malinke. So before that, this is the Manding Charter. Y'all should look up Sandiata Keita. Sandiata Keita. So we were doing it. So when they saw us fighting one another, what did they do? This is what John Henry Clark was saying. So we started doing it. So when they saw us fighting one another, oh hell no, we can just get involved too. But we're going to do it, take it another step further. Now, if I'm wrong, you beautiful, educated scholars, please come. I told you I want all the smoke. I welcome the smoke, my G. Okay? I'm trying to find my book, and I don't know where. I just gave it that book. So, let's read this, what it says in the Manding Charter. Hunger is not a good thing. Slavery is not a good thing either. Then it goes down and says, war will never destroy villages to capture slaves. So Muslims was against it. And if you ever had someone enslaved, they would kill you. See, this is the part of history that these black conscious people don't tell y'all. Oh, they don't tell y'all that, right? But you believe them when they say the Arabs, but not showing what does the Arabs look like. Who were the Arabs? Hold up. You think it was these Arabs right here? The TV Arabs? What Arabs was it? Was it them? Was it these Arabs? Wait a minute. Was it these Arabs? Wait a minute. Was it these Arabs from West Africa? Was it these Arabs from Sudan? So they never say what Arabs they were, right? So let's go back a little further. Let's see what Arabs that we talking about. And again, I know some of these cats is on his feed, they itching. I want to catch Sabir slipping. You ain't gonna never catch me slipping, my G. Never catch me slipping. Okay? Or were they talking about these Arabs? And I pulled this up to the brothers yesterday. Right here. Was it these Arabs? The Hausa? Oh, y'all don't get it yet? So what did they say about Prester John? Did you hear what he said about Prester John, Jarrell? You heard what he said? What did they have to do? Let's get a Christian to go against the infidels. So they call the infidels, what you would say is the disbelievers. So the infidels would be called the disbelievers. So what Arabs? Was it these Arabs? Kind of weird, eh? So long as they saw us fighting one another. And when I was in Spain, I came back with a book. This is the book I came back with. Y'all still don't get it. So all this on social media is nothing new. These are the books I had with me when I was in Spain. Right? But this particular book right here, in the beginning of the 8th century, the Moors arrived whose religion was Islam. We called them Muslims, Mohammedans, right? The Saracens. Then it goes and says they fought amongst themselves and the Christians. What did he say about Prester John? He was a Christian, right? So what do? They get our own people to go against it. Any Christian, any of you Christians, any of you pro-black people or foundational Black Americans, I dare you to try to challenge me on this. The best thing to do is keep Sabir Bey's name out of your motherfucking mouth. So this is the book I bought when I was over there. And they lost their sense of unity and split up into small independent kingdoms called taifas, which is called tribes. So we fought against each other, period. You want the receipts on that too? Here it is. So this is what John Henry Clark was talking about back in 82, 83. And we still haven't figured this thing out in 2026, brother. And you allow dudes like Tariq Nasheed, which is an outsider, to come in and tell y'all something different. You never seen Tariq Nasheed show a book, nothing, but his red bottom shoes, period. Let's go back to John Henry Clark again. I hope y'all enjoying yourself, so please support it too, okay? Let's get it popping.
Never. Sober up old drunken Uncle Willie. Let him settle it. But it must be somebody from within the family. Now the African is in a bind by the European. Now let us explain something that a whole lot of people have got misconceptions about, whether the Africans had slavery before the Europeans. In the European sense, no. Servitude is not slavery.
Listen.
They had worse servitude here in the United States, whites against whites.
Yep.
Many times the Africans in wars or difficulties would capture other African groups.
Yep.
These groups would have to work their way out of indenture, either tending cattle or doing something. Some groups built up a surplus of labor. The Africans had no big ships to take from Africans down the coast. So he knew a king further down who needed some labor. Now that the Portuguese are there, he hired some of the Portuguese to take these Africans from one part of Africa and another. Now the European is interpreting this as meaning the African was in the slave trade. The African was not in the slave trade, and you let people beat you over the head with nonsense because you have not studied African culture to understand.
Hold on, I gotta keep stopping this, bro. Y'all don't get this, do y'all? I was in Portugal. Which one of these cats that you see went to Portugal? Let me give y'all a breakdown. Y'all ready? I was in Portugal. I had this book with me. Let me help y'all out. Let me see if I can pull this up. Give me 1 second. So your black leaders are the one that's selling you out. It's not Sabir Bey. It's Henry Louis Gates. It's the FBAs. It's all those beautiful people that y'all watch. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's see if I can pull up Portugal and see if they was called black people or Moors before that. Let's go here. So I want y'all to show them this. Y'all ready? Oh, they gonna run, bro. Give me 1 minute. Here you go. This is Portugal right here. You see that says, this is Portuguese right here. This is English. It says the 7 castles conquered from the Moors by Alfonso III. Over here, same thing. The 7 castles conquered from the Moors. Mouros. So this was before you use English. Mouros, Moors. That's Portuguese and that's English. And then it says sovereignty. That's me in Portugal. There's a whole lot of me over here, bro. It's insane. So once you understand the Portuguese, how all this happened, it starts to make a lot of sense. So bear with me. So because one person did something different, don't mean everybody's going to do it the same. Again, if I shoot you in your arm, you're not going to shoot me in my arm. You're going to try to kill me. Let's be realistic with it. But see, these cats is not being real. So we did have them, but it wasn't like that. So that don't mean that I'm going to treat you the same way you treated me, if that makes sense. And this is why half the story is being told by a lot of these so-called black scholars who never been to these countries and don't want to sit with Sabir Bey because Sabir Bey been to those countries. I've been there. It's a lot of information I know. So yes, we did. We had it, but it was not the way they had it. So let's go back to the Manding Charter once again. Ask your black scholars about the Manding Charter and Simon Guru and Sandia Akita. Go ask them in 1236. Get your scholars on here. Ask them, what did Sandia Akita do? He was the Lion King, bro. And the crazy part about the Europeans, they made a show, the play called The Lion King. They was talking about Sandia Akita. He's the Lion King. You follow me? This is crazy. So again, hunger. We allow hunger. We allow these so-called fake black scholars to eat when the real people who's putting the work in don't eat. You know how much time it takes to do all of this, bro? So let me show you the sources on these books. Once again, where's my book at? You probably, I guarantee you never saw it. Kuma Malenke. It's a lot that's in here, B. And it tell you about the Arabs, what they look like before you talking about it. So let's see if I can find the page real fast. Oops. The pre-Islamic Arabs and the Arabs of the Prophet time were black. Let me help y'all out. Get it? You don't want this work. They're not telling you that in the black conscious community. Go get your son at a team and let's talk. Go get them and ask them to show you any of their facts. They can't show you. They're going to quote stuff online and quote stuff that's going to fit them. Here you go. The pre-Islamic Arabs and the Arabs of the Prophet time were black, not the Arabs of European origin. Didn't say white origin. It said European origin. But you never saw that book before, right? So when you sit up all night long, you just cross-reference multiple sources back and forth, not on AI. And then you have oral statements. Not what these cats is telling y'all online. This is called facts, people. And it's a lot to this. It's a whole lot of work to this. And again, I don't get paid. I don't get paid at all for this. If it was for a brother like Jarrell, my brother Jamal, my brother D that's on here, my brother Rob, like it's only about a handful of people, big. A handful of people. And that's a shame. My brother Idris told me, he told y'all live. He said I should be getting $600 a week. I don't get nowhere near that, big. So if you believe or think that Sabir get paid off of these YouTube streams, I really don't. I can create all the crazy stuff that Tariq Nasheed says and get paid off of y'all because y'all gullible people. But I believe in karma, man. Karma's a bitch. It's a bitch, man. So I don't want that karma in my life. I had enough bad karma. I lost my son. Brother Sabir, when do we rise again and become successful? How do we prevent ourselves from being betrayed? Question them. If Jesus Christ came down here right now, I would question him. Straight up. Straight up. I'd be like, nigga, how did you die with 3 screws? Nigga, I got shot 5 times. I'm still standing. So you died for the sins of the world? Nigga, sin's still going on right now. Walk out your door and tell me if sin is not going on. Turn your channel.
And that's every single day.
Every day, bro. It's sin going on right now. The only thing we can do, bro, honestly, and I tell people this, challenge them. Challenge them. And if you want them to lose their audience, just mention my name. Just share my videos. Believe me, they're going to definitely do that. The thing about it, brother, our people, and it's not just in America, in the United States, it's people abroad, brother, because we have bought into what John Henry Clark said. everything with this European. We are sucking on the titty of this European, rather y'all want to believe it or not. I will not get on social media arguing with you. Give me a European, give me a Zionist, and I'll go toe to toe with a Zionist. Give me one of your, you follow me?
Yeah, because they're worrying about things. They're worrying about things, what they're gonna lose. That's their problem. They're so petrified of what they're gonna do to them, and they put them in these positions thinking they're smart and they dumb as hell. That's what it is. I know what it is, yeah.
But they was educated by them. You follow me?
Exactly.
He was educated by them. Umar Johnson, let me tell you something. They bring up Umar Johnson, say he the best of everyone. He's not. Umar Johnson, and I call Michael Collier again. You remember that show, right, Jarrell? When Umar Johnson called the comedian Michael Collier, and he told Mike, don't put Sabir on the show. That nigga said, don't. That's the second time Umar did that. Umar said, don't bring Sabir on the show. Mike was like, who is this blowing my phone up? Who? Listen, let me tell you something. And I'm going to take a quick break because I want y'all to do me a favor. I'm trying to see how I'm going to do this, Brother D. I want y'all to send this out to this guy named The Art of Dialogue, right? Umar Johnson's always on there. It's called The Art of Dialogue. And what I want y'all to do is I would go on his show unexpectedly, but he can't say Sabir Bey's name. Seriously. And have Umar Johnson come. Straight up. Umar, in a heartbeat, would say, don't bring Sabir. I would never say, I would never, ever say, don't bring somebody. Straight up. I would say, bring them. But see, I understand Umar Johnson. You follow me? I understand him. Give me 1 second. So y'all ain't got to keep speaking for nobody. All you got to do is send it to Umar. If Umar come over here, not a problem. Okay? 1 second. He's not the best at all. That's what he tell ignorant people. Man, why is my stuff is not coming up here? So go send us to Umar Johnson right now, and let's see. I'm gonna take a quick break. I would love that. I know everybody would love it. If everybody would love it, do me a favor. Share it out to Umar right now. Okay? He got what? He got tired of. Oh, he would definitely tired. Umar Johnson will walk off this mother freaking feed, bro. Straight up. So listen, do me a favor, share this out with him. And I'm gonna put my banner up here. Again, I'm gonna try to see if I can do 3 hours like my brothers yesterday. I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna give y'all some time so y'all can share it out. And we're gonna see if everybody can sow a seed. You follow me? Or tell that brother Marquette. Bring Marquette to the cipher too. Okay? So send it to Marquette. Support the show. And let's go. Hold up. Let's go, baby. I'm fine. If somebody did it now, brother,
iPad 107.
I'm game right now, bro. Right now. Straight up. I don't know why this is keep doing this with me. It's playing with my emotions, bro.
Battery 90%.
Y'all don't have to speak for everybody. Can just send it to Umar Johnson. Just send it to him. That's all y'all got to do.
Everyone deserves to learn, and every child deserves to learn.
I'll knock Umar Johnson off that pedestal, baby.
Everyone deserves a turn, like a flame deserves to burn. Each and every one deserves to learn, and every child deserves to learn.
Let's go.
As every man deserves a turn, like Babylon deserves to burn. Man, what happened to us? Geographically, they moved us from Africa. We was once happiness pursuers. Now we backstabbing, combative and abusive. The African and Arab go at it. They most Muslim. We should be moving in unison. Disputes are in. Bounty hunters in Grape Street get cool again. Some standard housing. Got the young runner rampant wildin'. Poor phantom, he can style it. Mask on his face, grabbing his Ruger. Say nobody move, I shoot you, man. You expiring. Cause it's 25 and he does it like a man inside with black, white pride and Mexican survive the best he can. Strap a shake to his thigh. Why don't we all collide? Why do the young die? Extortion, murder, and burglary. Tattoos his chest as his enemies don't deserve to breathe. Everyone deserves to burn, and every child deserves to learn. Cause every man deserves a turn, like Babylon deserves to burn.
I drink poison, then I vomit diamonds. I gave you Mandela, Black Dalai Lamas. I gave you music. You enthusing my kindness, so how dare you reduce me to Donny Imus? Timeless in case we ain't never been acquainted. Fineness, who made it? It gets duplicated. Mindless violence, will let me try to paint it. Here's the 5 steps in hopes to explain it. It's me and my nation against the world. The me and my clan against the nation. The me and my fan against the clan. The me and my brother with no hesitation. Go against the fam until they cave in. Now who's left in this deadly equation? That's right, it's me against my brother. When we point a Kleshnikov and kill one another.
Everyone deserves to earn, and every child deserves to learn. Every man deserves a turn, like Babylon deserves to burn. On our tribal, over colors, over money, over land and over island, over God and over idols, and evil lovers, over grippers, over dinner, over sofas, over jungle, over rima, over brokers, over gripping, over prince and over rockers, over red and over blue and over chokers, over red and over blue and undercovers. Tribal trouble, the tribe I struggle, how the youth them now go a war and go fight with knuckle, the two sides scuffle, Vietnam now go a war with no more kung fu, none trouble, the silent shuffle, and the queen of England and Uncle Sam them a flex them muscle, the tribal hustle, no time and trouble, survival struggle. Everyone deserves to earn, every child deserves to learn. Each and every one deserves a turn, like a flame deserves to burn. Everyone deserves to earn, and every child deserves to learn. Cause every man deserves a turn, like Babylon deserves to burn.
Man, it's getting hot up in here, brother D and Jarrell. So, nobody yet. I've been on here almost 2 hours. Where's all these beautiful people that love to talk about Black power and foundational Black Americans? Brother, we got to delineate away from the Black and the Caribbean. Delineate your ass away from the white man. How about that part? Delineate from him. Delineate from the Jews that's pimping you every single day. Niggas always talking about I want to delineate. Oh, you don't know history. We're going to school you. Okay. I'm going to open up this, brother. I want them to school Sabir Bey. School me right now. But before you try to school me, you got to have some facts before you try to school me. Not what you saw online, not what you heard online, not what you read on AI. School me with some facts. All right? So just in case y'all don't know what facts are, I'm going to educate you real fast on what facts are, okay? We're going to educate y'all. Ready? This is an 8th grade civics book. So let's read together. Facts, as you know, can always prove true. They can be counted, measured, and documented in some way. Opinions are what people believe or think because people often use facts to back up their opinions. It is important to think because people often use facts to back up their opinion. It is important to learn how to separate the two. So, before you so-called wannabe YouTubers, scrollers, try me, present me some facts. You have no facts. And I see y'all on TikTok, scared to death to hit this link. They have no facts, brother. None whatsoever. So we got it, like the brother said yesterday, where's all the entertainers and where's all the elders teaching this again? And this is why, Brother D, I don't give up. I don't give up, bro. I can't give up. Seriously. Because it's so many new people that I'm running across that want this information. There's a lot of new people that I'm running across. And they own it. So I'm going to help y'all out because this is the edutainment show. All right? This is edutainment through music. All right? And again, we're going to give these black conscious people the opportunity to come on feed. I can do 3 hours. And to make it more exciting, more people should jump on the feed and debunk what I'm saying. Okay? So while I do this, while I use the music, we're going to walk you through a little bit of history of the Moors, since everybody's a goddamn Moors expert that's not even conscious to who the Moors are. Let's go. You ready? I'm going to give you the Spanish Moors. I'm going to give you the Spanish Moors and the Moors over here. You thought the Moors was the Moor Science Temple? Nah.
Time for some action, neo hip hop. It defines my people. My rhyme crime mind is still kinda lethal, Chris. But I rhyme to teach you this. Don't give it up. Look, whatever you have, don't give it up. Watch whatever comes in your path, but don't give it up. It's KRS again. Knowledge reigns supreme again. No, I do not play them games. I take away your pain. Listen to this teacher, man. Get your piece of pain. Get up and repeat the same. Don't give it up. Don't give it up. That's right, don't give it up. Life is like a liquor cup. Pick it up and sip it up. Information to them D's, don't give it up. Banks closing in on your deed, don't give it up. Young girls down on their knees, you gotta pick it up. Bring some more respect to yourself, yo, don't give it up. Don't give it up. Your vision. Don't give it up. Just don't give it up. Your goals. Don't give it up. Oh. Don't give it up. Your future. Don't give it up. Just don't give it up. Your peace. Don't give it up. Oh. Don't give it up. Your vision. Don't give it up. Just don't give it up. Your goals. Don't give it up. Oh. Don't give it up. Your future. Don't give it up. Just don't give it up. Don't give it up.
You better stay close to your guns and don't give them up. When the wolves come to your hood and saying give it up, always be prepared for your closest friends to hurt you. The enemies aren't the only people trying to hurt you. The government trying to lock our people in the system and make us give up with our life. But yes, listen, look, don't give it up, don't give it up. Hey, yo, we almost there. Don't give it up, don't give it up. Cause yo, this is the year. And keep a struggle in your mind and don't give it up. Walking with your head to the ground, man, so pick it up. They trying to lock us up, but we ain't giving up. Going shot for shot with the cops until my clip is up. Cause I don't give a fuck. I'ma get a bigger truck, drive to the White House lawn, and like the bushes up. It's hip hop, now all of us, man. If you sell out, you give up, you take any fam. Tell them.
Don't give it up. Your vision.
Don't give it up. Just don't give it up.
Your goal.
Don't give it up.
Come on.
Don't give it up.
Your future.
Don't give it
what?
up. Just don't give it up.
Listen.
Don't give it up.
Your peace.
Don't give it up.
Oh.
Don't give it up. Just don't give it up.
Now here's the Spanish Moors. Let's go. Converse.
Your future.
Don't give it up. Don't give it up.
Your goal.
Don't give it up. Just don't give it up.
Your life.
Don't give it up.
People wanna make it and some feel they must be naked. Others feel they gotta rob and steal and squeal and even take it. It's complicated how I spit it out. Don't give it up. Talking about your vision now, your dreams now. Don't give them up. Shake them up. You're gonna be right there in a minute. While you play your break, your cup in your mouth, they gonna fill it up. So let's get it up and leave the depression. You ought to like take a second now and heed this lesson. Listen.
Don't give it up. Don't give it up. Just don't give it up. Don't give it up.
Okay, the lesson is heated. The doubt, the fears, the disbelief, you really don't need it. Put the gap to the back of what holds you back. Fight for your freedom, your own people. Where you gonna lead them? No, you can't criticize no one's leadership type. When your own house and space, you ain't leading it right. I'm a public enemy, cause I don't believe in the hype. You can read what I write or just start being the light. Live it up.
Don't give it up. Don't give it up.
Just don't give it up. Your vision. Don't give it up. What? Don't give it up. Your goals. Don't give it up. Just don't give it up. Your future. Don't give it up. Don't give it up. What? Don't give it up. Your life. Just don't give it up. Your life. Don't give it up. Oh, come on, check it out. Sit down and make a plan. Think about what you really want. Get what you understand. Never give it up. Don't worry about that other man. Perfect what you doing. Why you doing it? Where you doing it? And this is KRS. People saying he's the best. East to West. Talk about much more than just how people dress. Are you a philosopher? Yes. Fresh. And other man perfect what you doing. Why you doing it? Where you doing it? And this is KRS. People saying he's the best. East to West. Talk about much more than just how people dress. Are you a philosopher? Yes. Fresh. For 2006. You suckers.
Nobody gives a show like this, bro. I got a book for everything. Lot it out of everybody. So you tell Umar Johnson to show his facts, since he wants to be motherfucking King Kong conscious. You know what happened to King Kong, right? Do you know what happened to King Kong? I have 13K followers on TikTok, and I have no problem admitting I will get schooled trying to debate with you. No, but this is the thing. It's not about how many, KRS One used to say it's not about a salary, it's all about reality. Teachers teach and do the world good. Kings as ruler most never understood. Teachers teach and do the world good, and kings just rule mostly never understood. So this is the thing. You listen, and this, my thing is, brother, John Henry Clark said this. I only debate my equals, all others I teach. John Henry Clark. I only debate my equals and all others I teach. I'm not impressed with followers. I was doing this before there was a YouTube, a Facebook, and Instagram, and most of these dudes that y'all watch, they pay for their followers. I don't pay for followers. I don't talk bullshit. I can all day long, but I don't pay for followers. You don't pay a hoe to stay, you pay a hoe to leave. You follow me? So the key to this, the reason why you don't see me on certain people's platforms, because even like Roland Martin, I literally had Roland Martin audience saying, nigga, I ain't never heard of this shit before. Roland Martin ain't invite me back there since then. Roland Martin have not, listen, he did not invite me back to that motherfucking show. I mean, not Roland Martin, what's his name? You know who I'm talking about. Not Roland Martin. Why I say Roland Martin?
The Voice Watkins.
Voice Watkins. I don't know why. What did Roland Martin name come up in my head for?
I don't know.
You think he's talking about me? You think he's talking about me? Maybe he's talking about me. Maybe. I don't know. They say that happens, right? It's the quiet talk. Yeah, you know that nigga Sabir? Fuck him. No, I meant to say Voice Watkins. I ain't been on Voice Watkins' show since, bro. Since. Straight up. See, I don't pay for followers. I'll take your whole goddamn audience, homie. So this is the thing about hip-hop. In hip-hop, you go and I go and we let the people choose. That's hip-hop. You go, present your facts. Again, present your facts, not your feelings. The facts, not the feelings. See how I can correct myself, man, when I'm talking? Nigga, I'm honest with myself. So I'm not the perfect dude, but I do know enough. So let me give y'all some. Have you ever read Gerald Massey books? Have you ever read his books?
No, I haven't.
You never read his books?
Mm-mm.
These books is beat up. Let me tell you, these books are beat up, bro. Hold on, let me show you Gerald Massey books. I'm gonna just walk you through some of his stuff. Now, nigga, you know how long it takes you to read these books, bro? These are Gerald Massey books. Remember John Henry Clark said, study that European? Now, the conscious people probably have one of these books. It's probably the one at the top. But if you really read Gerald Massey's books, right? Right? Yeah. Kind of crazy. Volume 1, Volume 2. Right? Which one of these foundational Black Americans bring this out? These Negroes are experts on every goddamn thing, but who they are. There's not even no such thing as a tribe called. What tribe is Black people from? Give me the tribe that Black people from, bro. What tribe is Black people from? I'm talking to the foundational Black Americans. I need to know what tribe they're from. I need to know what their cultural food is, my G. What is the cultural food for foundational Black Americans? Oh, can we go back to John Henry Clark again? Since they don't want to answer, let's go back to John Henry Clark one more time. Listen up, y'all. I told you, anytime, anywhere, I'll debate whoever you want. Just put the money up. Anytime, anywhere. Maybe that'll help me because I'm actually going to go back overseas in September. It's going to be lit, bro. Oh, I'm bringing some Amber back. I might bring me some oud guitars back. I might some more oud guitars. So if y'all want something, y'all better get with me now. Not when I get there. Okay? Let's go. Oh, before we start that, for y'all that don't know, yes, I think I fly into Morocco or the Maghreb, because that's what it was called, the Maghreb. Okay? The Maghreb. Now called Morocco, which this is a French word. You see how prepared I am? As a matter of fact, all these books is going with me right here. These are going with me too. Ooh. Jarrell, I wish you can go with me, bro. We're going to have some fun, baby. And I do a tour. I do tours. So, let's go back to John Henry Clark a little bit more because I got to put all these books up in a minute. But let's go to my great John Henry Clark.
Understand that the nature of African servitude, one to the other, had no relationship to the slave trade. That the slave trade was the greatest holocaust, the greatest drainage on a people in the history of the world. Africans had no ships that he could connect 3 continents. And even if the African was in the slave trade, he could not have brought it all. He didn't have a ship that would hold 100 people along the coast. Most of big fishing boats and river boats. So he could never have brought off anything as massive as the Western slave trade. Couldn't have done it if he wanted to. Didn't have the facility anyway. I am not saying Africans were right in imprisoning their in holding their prisoners of war and making their prisoners of war work for them. Well, that's better than killing them, but I'm saying that they made a symbolic mistake and a tactical mistake when they hired the Portuguese to take captives from one part of Africa to the other and gave the Portuguese the illusion that they were in the same trade and had the same intentions for enslavement as the Portuguese. That was a mistake. It was a mistake because we did not know the European culture and we did not know the European mentality.
Did you hear what he said? So remember what Karis once said, and you must learn? Teach about other people's culture, because black and white both get short because one doesn't know about the other one's culture. We don't know about culture. That's why when Sinetta his dumbass flew all the way out here to California and sat with Whack 100, and somebody said something on the line of sucking a dick, and Whack 100 said, nigga, we don't say suck dicks out here. That's cultural difference. If you go to Philadelphia and say something that we not cool with, we're going to chin check you. This is just a cultural thing. West Coast culture, East Coast culture, Midwest culture, it's all separate cultures, right? So this is what John Henry Clark was saying. You don't even know this European's culture. Look at the black people that's in all of these black HBCUs, bougie ass niggas, right? Turn their nose up at you because they went to a European school, but you know nothing about your own history. You don't even know anything about the oldest university in the world. You don't know nothing about the oldest university in the world. They never told you. Pick your poison with me. I told you I can flow with this, bro. None of them. You have to understand. We say John, give me the John. Give me the John. Give me the John. That's cultural difference. When you have a cult, and I said this yesterday to the brothers, you take a cult, you cultivate the cult, and it becomes a culture. A cult, you cultivate the cult, and it becomes a culture. Everyone has their own culture. In the Catholicism, the priest has a dress code, the nun has a dress code. That's culture. Where is the black culture at? I could play some more music until y'all figure it out. This is what John Henry Clark was saying back then. Y'all still don't get it because y'all not worrying about the truth. What you want, slave community? This is what John Henry Clark was just talking about. We sold each other already. Let me help y'all out. Let me flip to the page, okay? I'm gonna flip to the page, if y'all don't mind. Where it talks about we sold each other for different things. So today, you have black police officers, right? Have you ever got stopped by a black police officer that treats you worse than a white police officer? Come on, man. Y'all know that's true. He be like, nigga, I ain't your brother. Right? He'd be like, I ain't your brother. So who do he work for? Y'all don't get it yet? See, I don't sell my people out over a paycheck, homie. Right is right and wrong is wrong. So this is just the reality. Okay? So it's the same thing that's happening. And y'all are allowing it to happen. So, give me 1 second. Let's find the particular page where it says what we have done to each other. This is called slave community. And it'll tell you most chiefs sold their subjects. I have to go down the line with all this. Give me 1 second. Whew. It's a whole lesson. Right? Did y'all share this video out there? Yeah. Share it out to the tag Umar Johnson. See if he wants to come over. Oh, Umar tried to be tough one time and say, meet Sabir in the alley. I said, nigga, meet me in the alley, nigga. Nigga, who does that? That's drug sales time, nigga. Umar would never meet me in no alley, bro. I'm in Philly all the time. That nigga, please, bro. Don't embarrass yourself, homie. See, he talks tough to people that's on social media. Okay? And most of these dudes do. But I was trying to find that page. But in this particular book, it talks about how most chiefs sold their subjected people. And then in this book, it also speaks about how we had them as ransom. You see that? Ransom. We had European as ransom, bro. That's what we've been doing. So the European know everything about what's going on. We don't know.
Of course they do.
White slaves, Negro. We had them enslaved, bro. The Moors did it. This is why you don't hear no history about the Moors, bro. You got these dudes who claim to be experts and talk about, oh yeah, brother, I'm an expert, brother, because really? Let's talk about it for a minute. Let's talk about it. Y'all don't want no real conversation, bro. They don't want it. So who do you blame? You blame the black scholars. All right, I'm almost finished, and I don't think I can do this 3 hours. Now y'all can feed me, I can go longer. But I'm getting hungry right about now. So I'm gonna walk to the store and get some sunshine. So let's go here. I wanted to go back to Philadelphia, right? And do a tour in the Philadelphia Museum with this brother. Why Henry Louis Gates is not bringing this up? Why Henry Louis Gates is not bringing this up, bro? How many people know who this man is? Anybody?
Cause something so wrong make me feel so right? Before I beat myself up like Ike, you can still throw your rock for the time of the night. Because throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe. The rock is still alive every time I rhyme. Forever, ever, ever, people asking me is I'm gonna give my chain back. That'll be the same day I give the game back. You know the next question, dog, yo, where Dame at? We strike the Indian dance to bring our rain back. What's up with you and Jay, man? Are y'all okay, man?
Yep, I got it from here, yeah, damn. The chain remains, the gang is intact. The name is mine, I'll take blame for that. The pressure's on, but guess who ain't gonna crack? Pardon me, I had to laugh at that. How could you falter when you the rock with your balls out? The name is mine, I'll take blame for that. The pressure's on, but guess who ain't gonna crack? Pardon me, I had to laugh at that. How could you falter when you the rock with your balls out? I had to get up. The name is mine, I'll take blame for that. The pressure's on, but guess who ain't gonna crack? Pardon me, I had to laugh at that. How could you falter when you the rock with your balls out? I had to get off the boat so I could walk on water. This ain't no tall order, this is nothing to me.
Run it back, Jay. Say it one more time. Run it back one more time.
Difficult, and are y'all okay, man?
Yep. I got it from here, yeah, damn. The chain remains, the gang is intact. The name is mine, I'll take blame for that. The pressure's on, but guess who ain't gonna crack? Pardon me, I had to laugh at that. How could you falter when you the rock with your balls out? I had to get off the boat so I could walk on water. This ain't no tall order, this is nothing to me. Difficult takes a day, impossible takes a week. I keep this in my sleep. I sold kilos of coke. I'm guessing I can sell CDs. I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business, damn. Kanye's, you got me.
Y'all didn't get it yet? What he's talking about? It's a beautiful thing to see the Rock of Gibraltar too. I've seen it many times going into Morocco. Let me show you what the Rock of Gibraltar is. And again, remember when John Henry Clark said, study that European? This is the Rock of Gibraltar right here. They put it right in front of your faces for all my real estate people. That's the prudential sign. That's the Rock of Gibraltar right there. I've seen this thing so many times leaving from Tarifa going into Spain. And the Rock of Gibraltar is named after a Moor named Tariq. This is the Rock of Gibraltar. You don't get this, trust me, on no other platform, bro. So everything that John Henry Clark was talking about, I know. Primary sources, secondary sources. So we should have this conversation about who this man is. We should know who he is. That's in the Philadelphia Art Museum. I told everybody I was trying to get to Philly to do something there before it got cold. But this is him, Yarrow. He was a Muslim slave. His house is in Georgetown, brother. This is when I was in Georgetown. Georgetown. You can look Yarrow up. So these black scholars, well, they don't know about it. If they don't know about it, they should shut up and sit down and be quiet. Then how about that part? Or better yet, they should contact me. How about that part? Let's put my information up here because I'm almost done. How about they can reach out to me, and anybody can reach out to me right here. But don't reach out to me just to say, oh, Sabir. No, put some money up, and let's get it popping. You can pick whoever you want on any platform. That's how you can reach me. Right there. The email is there, the website. Or you just want to say, yo, brother, I love what you do. Support it. And you can put Tariq. You can put Umar Johnson. Can't say Dan Calloway because I just heard Dan Calloway is going through something right now, bro. I heard he's going through something. They got this nigga on the court for lying or something. Boy, they better have some facts, man, before they try, because this European boy, he investigates you for a long time. So Who wants me to give up? You want me to stop? What you think, Jarrell? You think I should keep going, bro? We're only 2 hours in. What you think?
Hey, say they want to donate. Keep going.
You see if they want to donate. Let's see if they want to donate. They can. Let's see if they want to do it. Let's see. We're just gonna kicks and giggles and put it out there to the ethers, brother. And while we do that, we're gonna play some more music. Let's have some fun, y'all. Okay. You know, Stevie Wonder did a show out here in California. You know what he said? He said, "Buy the tickets because my family got to eat." My family got to eat too. So y'all can go to Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, Zelly, Apple Pay. And if you people say I ain't got none of them, then Negro, you don't never need to come to this feed. I ain't got none of those things. Okay? So while we do this, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's turn up the volume.
1492, you came upon the shores, 700 years. Let's go. 1492, you came upon the shores, 700 years, educated by the Moors. 17th century, genocide in the gun. Their passage blessed to market the African. These black leaders are sellouts, brother. Sellouts. You came upon the shores, 700 years, educated by the Lord. 17th century, genocide and the gun. Their passage blessed to market the Africa. You came upon the shores, 700 years, educated by the Lord. 17th century, genocide and the gun. Their passage blessed to market the Africa. Yours, baby. 1492, is yours. 700 years educated by the Lords. 17th century genocide in the gun. Their passage blessed to market the African.
And no, you will not find that online. So listen, I think I did enough on this feed, man. You think I covered enough, man? Because I do have to walk to the store.
Yeah.
Have to call my children, have stuff I have to do. Hold up. What is this right here? Why is my brother Shahid sending me something? He's sending me, oh, I like Shahid. Oh, Shahid. No, what my brother showing? Look what Shahid said. He said, know your history. Look what a flyer he did. No, this is a dope flyer he just did. Shout out to Shy. That's a dope flyer he did.
Oh, yeah, that's tight.
That's tight, yo. Yo, that's kind of cool. I like that. Damn, that's cool. But I'm gonna give him about 5 more minutes. But you know what's a dope book too? This right here. Oh my god, bro. I think I sent this. I be trying to remember if I sent it to y'all, man. I be sending so many books out. Some people don't appreciate them things, man, because I be sending y'all books out that cost a lot of goddamn money. So I'm going to give y'all another one, Ibn Khaldun Muqaddimah. It's called The Introduction. You want to talk about powernomics? Ask Boyce Watkins about this one. I was there. Ask Boyce Watkins, talk to Sabir Bey about the Muqaddimah and see if he has that conversation. He's not. See, this is the thing. These cats have to cap y'all up and pimp y'all and say, well, you're a black dollar. There is no such thing as a black dollar, my G. There's no such. The dollar bill is green. It's not even black. It's green. Okay? So
that comes to show you how messed up his head is.
yeah, that's dope. But you don't understand. Listen, let me tell y'all something. These dudes know who they're talking to. Believe me, they know. They know who to talk to, who not to talk to. It's the same thing with Umar Johnson, brother. They know who to talk to and who not to talk to, who to avoid. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple more things before we get off this feed so I can educate y'all. And I hope y'all enjoyed this 2 hours on this feed. So this is Ibn Khaldun, for y'all that don't know. This is in North Africa. That's Ibn Khaldun. He wrote the book called The Muqaddimah. And the Muqaddimah means the introduction. Mark Zuckerberg, if you look up Mark Zuckerberg and Ronald Reagan, I'm going to put his name in the chat so you can look him up. Mark Zuckerberg and Reagan and them all studied Ibn Khaldun, right? But they will never tell you black folks that, man. They never would tell you black folks. And this is why Boyce Watkins will avoid me like the plague. Look up Ibn Khaldun, okay? It's a whole story I can give about him, okay? Pick your poison. I told you I'm a subject matter expert. So I got a lot of books I got to pick back, y'all. Damn. So look up Ibn Khaldun. You can YouTube him, Google him, and watch what you see. Then punch in Mark Zuckerberg and Ibn Khaldun. Punch in Ronald Reagan and Ibn Khaldun. I know this is too much. This is the first map. This map was by Idrisi, a Muslim. If you look up, and I'll punch his name in too, Idris. The first map was by Idris, a Muslim, once again, but that's Ibn Khaldun. So that's Ibn Khaldun in Tunis in North Africa. So the reason why most Africans is not going to say anything to you, brother, when they come here, because they don't want to get deported. See, the Negroes, they lock them up. So this is Zariab, and I'll type him in it too. That's in Cordoba. You see the Oud? Let me show you the Oud Qatar. Give me 1 second. That's the Oud Qatar. They called it Blackbird, right? Blackbird. But his name is Zariab. From Iran, but that's in Cordoba, Spain. They called him Blackbird. That's not here in the United States. That's actually in Cordoba. Okay? So this is how I spend my time and my money. And this is what you will call the Oud Qatar. I'm gonna bring some more back when I go back over Morocco. If y'all want one, y'all put your order in. These guitars is from $1,000 to $3,000 if you buy them here. It's called an Oud Qatar. Oud. Which, if it wasn't for the Africans, you wouldn't have that either. So that's the Oud Qatar right there. And that's Zariab. Oh, y'all can look him up. 3-course meals. Y'all heard people talk about it. But if you want to have a conversation with me on this, bro, I told you, pick your poison, whatever subject you hear these cats talk about. I was there. Okay? Brag about traveling somewhere, people, and seeing these wonderful things of the world. Because honestly, bro, that's Zariab right there. The world is a classroom, bro. Let me show you one more thing before I get off this feed. This is in Morocco for everybody keep thinking that we were not in Morocco and what they look like. This is a painting on the wall in Morocco. That's in the U.S. Embassy. He don't look like he's walking, do it? But they show you the light-skinned ones. That's a painting on the wall. Okay? So people question all of these people that y'all see on these platforms and ask them, where did they get the information from? Where's your primary sources? Where's your secondary sources? You don't have to argue with none of these people, bro. And this is a book I have too. I need to send this to you also, D. If you want to talk about ancient America. And I think I sent this to you, Jarrell, also. Ancient America. It's a whole history behind this dude. So I study authors too. I study a lot of things. So I believe I may be done. I gotta call my children. I'm not going away yet, but just bear with me. All right. So I hope I did good, y'all. I hope I was of service to everybody that's on the feed. Now, I hope you can be of service to Y. All right. Thank you, my brother D. And thank you, my brother Jarrell, for joining the feed, y'all. Please share the videos out. And I may or may not come back on later on. It really depends, man. It really depends. So please support and please share these videos out to everybody. And you don't have to have hate in your heart for no one. Stand on the 5 principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And I say all the time, support the real people. If you want to debate with me, with anybody, y'all should put the money up. But love is the key, baby. Peace. I gotta go.
Well, talk about love. Talking about sweet love. Oh, my love.
it be? Oh, love is the key. No, I'm right. Love makes you feel so down and night. If you really want to be free, and you really love is the key. Come on, come on, come on. All right. I don't want to hear no more whack talking about running from somebody. I gave him the opportunity.